Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to That SuperHero Podcast with your host, Daniel Rodriguez. Well, what's up everyone? It's your boy Big D here to be doing That SuperHero Podcast, Season 1, Episode 5, titled Not So Fantastic. I will be talking about the Fantastic Four really soon during this podcast, this episode, but we got a lot to go through, man. Excuse me. We've had a lot of information from, I believe, since January 26th. This is from January 26th all the way to up to February 1st in superhero news that I believe is worth talking about. And should we get started, man? Let's talk about it. First off, starting off episode 5, we'll be talking about Gorilla Grodd coming to the Flash. Andrew Kreisberg, which I believe someone's birthday was happening that day, and they're actually working on visual effects to bring Gorilla Grodd to the Flash, which before season 1 started of the Flash, they were talking about, yeah, we would like to bring Gorilla Grodd. He's been teased in the show, but they've been talking about, yeah, we want to bring him in, and just how are we going to do it, and it's obviously going to be computerized. They may use a real ape for certain parts, but mostly it'll probably be computerized. But they've been working on the effects, and I'm like, that's so freaking amazing. When it's going to happen, sometime in season 1, I don't know, not the next 2 months or so, it's going to probably be a while, maybe the last couple episodes, but I'm super excited to see Gorilla Grodd coming. I'm not super familiar with him, I don't know much about him, but I do want to see me some Flash versus some ape, man. That's going to be really cool, and this is probably stupid of me, man, but I wonder if Gorilla Grodd talks, which he probably does, who's going to voice him, man? Who's going to do it? So Zachary Quinto, man, moving on, or Zachary Quinto, whichever you want to say, man. I have not seen Heroes, FYI, man, and I heard the Heroes Reborn teaser came out at the Super Bowl. By the way, happy Super Bowl, past Super Bowl Sunday, man, but hope all of you enjoyed your Super Bowl Seahawks versus Patriots. Hope all of you enjoyed that. And Zachary Quinto is not returning for Heroes Reborn, man. Kind of disappointing because I'm a big fan of Zachary. And even though I know he's good in Heroes because I hear about it a lot. Everyone's Heroes, man. Zachary, he was good. I believe his name was Sylar, something like that, around that. And I know that that's what launched his career up before becoming Spock in Star Trek. So I'm kind of disappointed. He said that he just didn't feel that it's right to go back, which honestly, that's his opinion. That's his, it's his choice. And maybe he just didn't feel right to be coming back. But I respect his wishes, man, and I'm happy for what he did, and I want to watch Heroes just because of Zachary. I heard it's really good, so. But he was saying that he had, he talked with people, production, he was talking about coming back, and then at the end he just passed, saying, no, you know what, never mind, this is not for me. So, after that, this man, I'm going to totally butcher his name, but Colm Feore will play Dollmaker in Gotham. Now, we've seen Dollmaker on the CW's Arrow, which I don't remember that episode. It was I don't even think I saw that episode. I think I skipped that episode. That was the first 5 episodes of Season 2, and I didn't get to see those. But having Dollmaker coming back, man, for Gotham, which this is a different Dollmaker, different actor playing Dollmaker, different interpretation. And the guy looks scary. I know Dollmaker's probably creepy. And I think that Gotham totally fits the role of being creepy and making people into dolls. I think that's what's most realistic in that Gotham world than the Arrow world. More grittier, more down to damnation type of acting, man. I really do enjoy that. I'm not familiar with this man's acting. Supposedly he's been in other, obviously some movies before, but hey, welcome to the Gotham universe, man. Glad to have you. David Brühl will reportedly play Baron Zemo in Captain America Civil War, reporting, a casting call has reported that. Now, David Brühl, I literally got Rush, Chris Hemsworth, not the band, the Canadian band, the Warrior Today's Tom Sawyer band, which is a great band. Hell yeah, R40 coming up soon. Buy your tickets. You gotta be living in the limelight, guys, and getting closer to the heart. Anyway, David Brühl will play Baron Zemo, so reporting to a casting call, but I didn't get to see Rush. I got it, but then I totally got bored, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have paid attention. Like, I don't know. Someone's face gets burnt in Rush and everything, and I think he did a great job, David Brule, for what I saw him in. I should have took the time to watch it, but him playing Baron Zemo, I'm not familiar with Baron Zemo, and I know he's one of like Captain America's biggest villains ever in comic book history. So I would definitely love to see him on the big screen, especially. But what's up with this guy, like Baron von Strucker, Baron Zemo, Baron von Strucker? I don't get it. What's up with all the Barons? I don't get it. They're adding too much. Have you noticed that for Age of Ultron, no one or no release or trailer has even shown Baron von Strucker? What about him? What about that actor? What happened to that? It's like he's not even in the damn movie, so I don't get the whole point of them doing that. Supposedly he's part of Age of Ultron. He's the side villain, but still, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But seeing David Brule, man, I know he could pull off a villain role. I think he's a very good actor because he did come out with that Benedict Cumberbatch movie, I believe, The Fifth Estate. Is that the right one? The Fifth Estate? I think it is. I know he's a good actor, man. He reminds me of Emil Hirsch. Emil Hirsch is a goddamn underrated actor. I love Emil Hirsch, man. He definitely very good and talented. But Baron Zemo, I see pictures of Baron Zemo, and he looks like a badass, man. He definitely looks cool. And excuse me, let me get a sip of my tea. Seriously, David Brule, gotta look him up, man. But Baron Zemo, I think he'll be cool. But that's just a casting call. It's not like Marvel's come out, David Brule will play Baron Zemo. They haven't come out. He may not even be playing Baron Zemo, but most likely 80% chance, 90% chance that he will be playing Baron Zemo. So congrats, David Brule. Welcome to the Marvel Universe. Now let's get into this, man. The Fantastic Four trailer released on my birthday, January 27th. What did I think about the trailer? Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, and Jamie Bell, man. First off, I just want to say, I did do a trailer reaction, but that was my initial reaction right after I saw the trailer. And honestly, I regret it, man. I enjoyed the trailer. Now, I'm not saying, now, full on, I was bored by it at first, because when you first watch it, it didn't catch my eye. I do like the suits in a sort of way. I do like the suits in a sort of way. The effects look okay so far. I mean, they don't look bad. I think Josh Trank could handle it. I'm not a huge Josh Trank fan. I mean, he looks kind of like a dick. I'm just going to be honest here and say he looks like a dick. But, Kingsburg, whatever, the guy who wrote X-Men Days of Future Past, I love X-Men. That is my most favorite #1 superhero movie of 2014. I know that X-Men Days of Future Past, the writing was so well done for me, man, that I know he could pull off Fantastic Four. But from that, you know, it looks good. The trailer, I can't really break it down right now. I mean, it wasn't that long. It did remind me of Interstellar a lot. I like the music in it. I definitely like the voiceover. The voiceover sounds badass. And then Doom saying at the end that something's coming, and Miles Teller is like, "What is coming?" Answers. Fantastic Four. It's an okay trailer, man. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I'm interested. Obviously, I would see the movie. I wouldn't skip out on it. There's only 3 superhero movies this year. But for sure, Fantastic Four is probably going to rock my world, man. I'm one of those where I say I'm not going to be a hater that much. I do think Fantastic Four is going to be one of those movies that when it comes out, everyone's going to be like, you know what? We were hating on the wrong movie, you know? I think it's just going to change everyone's minds, and it's going to be a hit day one. So that's my plans on that. Next, Fox is planning an X-Men TV show, man. It's still in early development. Still in early development. Do my podcast. Yeah. Still in early development, but they do want to do it for the 2016-2017 TV show, which schedule, which that will be the end of next year. That'll be around right after X-Men Apocalypse and right after Gambit, technically. So whatever they could do with the TV show, whatever they could bring, maybe bring Cable in there, bring Nightcrawler back, bring maybe a little, I don't know. If the girl from Game of Thrones, Jean Grey, young Jean Grey, they could bring her into the X-Men show, can't they? Whatever happened to the X-Force? They never even did the X-Force, man. I'm still waiting for that, baby. Come on. What happened to the guy who was making Kick-Ass, Jeff Wildrow, something like him? He was supposed to do X-Force, and he never did it. I'm pretty sure he's still writing on the script. But it's been like 2-3 years. He needs to get it on, baby. We've already had like 14 superhero movies since then. But I'm super excited that they want to do an X-Men TV show. Imagine by 2016, the end of 2016, we'll already have the X-Men show. We'll have the Atom show. Possibly, and we'll already have the Supergirl show. Possibly a Suicide Squad show. It's just so much going on, man. So by the end of 2016, it's going to be so lucky. And I'm super excited because X-Men, I think some of the other X-Men that are really damaged far out and no one really knows about, I will want to see them evolve on the screen. And someday go to movie. Next up, man, Aquaman won't have blonde hair. Jason Momoa was saying that when this 74-year-old woman asked him at this panel, and she said she's a huge Aquaman fan. And she basically said, are you going to have the look, the blonde, the beard and everything? He didn't comment about the beard, but he said it's not going to be blonde. I honestly don't care. I'm not a huge Aquaman fan. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I think Aquaman in the New 52 is freaking a beast, baby. I love Aquaman. I'm just not like, oh my gosh, I'm a more Green Arrow type of guy. But Jason Momoa could pull it off. I don't care what his hair color is. I hope he has a beard, though, because I can't stand him without a beard. When I see him without a beard, I'm just like, no. Grow the beard, baby. If you're going to grow the beard, then you got me in. But if you're not growing the beard, then I'm not going to go watch it. That's a stupid reason, but that's how I am. I know Zack Snyder and them are going to work hard on working on Aquaman. But, have fun. I'm sorry, I'm getting off course, but do you guys really care if he has blonde hair? Is it, I know you comic book guys, he had blonde hair, so crazy, we need blonde hair. We don't need it. Don't need blonde hair one bit. I'm just excited to see what the costume looks like, man. And I heard Jason Momoa's been eating like chicken breast every day for the past 2 years, trying to get in shape. But he's already damn in shape. He has the body build. So that's definitely going to be exciting. And not big news, but something at least worth talking about. Next, Chris Pratt is eyed for Indiana Jones, the reboot. I'm assuming they're not going to move on with the next Harrison Ford role. I'm Harrison Ford, you know. I honestly didn't like the Crystal Skull. Obviously, a lot of people, like 95% of the world, did not like Crystal Skull. But Harrison Ford, baby. You cannot move on without Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is and always will be Indiana Jones. That's like picking a new Han Solo, man. Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid. Come on, everyone knows that. If you don't remember that, you ain't no fan of I don't know, Star Wars, man. You're not a fan of Harrison Ford, baby. You gotta enjoy Harrison Ford. Get on, kid. I love when he said kid a lot. To Luke. Or Chewie. He said like Chewbacca one time, I think. So, you know, I don't like it. I don't want Chris Pratt to be Indiana Jones. Yeah, sure, if he is it, okay, I'll like it. Okay, he's Chris Pratt. But I think that his commitment to Marvel as Star-Lord, he's doing Cowboy Ninja Vikings. He's also doing a movie with, I think, Denzel Washington at the end of the year. Also, the Jurassic World, I don't know if he is signed on for multiple roles in the Jurassic World. If he is, that's a commitment. So he has no damn time to be Mr. Indiana Jones. But, I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be Star-Lord, but just Indiana Jones style. So I don't want him as Indiana Jones, but if they are, then I'm okay with it. You have my blessing, Disney. Next up, Liam Hemsworth is up for the main role, just like this. I mean, Chris Pratt's eyed. He's not confirmed to be Indiana Jones. He's just, they want him to be Indiana Jones. Disney does. So Liam Hemsworth is eyed for Independence Day 2 lead role. Now that we know that Will Smith is not coming back, I would love to see Liam Hemsworth get the role, man. Chris is busy with Marvel. Can you imagine Liam being an Independence Day 2? I think it'd be a good role because I haven't seen Liam in that much except the Hunger Games, maybe a couple movies after that. But I think like when I think about Independence Day 2, it makes sense to be like, yeah, that does seem like a Liam Hemsworth type of movie. Excuse me, let me get some tea. I honestly think that Liam Hemsworth could pull it off. I would see Independence Day 2 with him. And I would like to see me and Hemsworth fighting some aliens, man. Next up, Ghostbusters reboot. Of course, Kristen Wiig's confirmed. Melissa McCarthy. I'm going to totally butcher this name. Kate McKeon and Leslie Jones. They are all confirmed for the Ghostbusters reboot. Who are you going to call on July 22nd, 2016, baby? I'm not super hyped about this. People are like, all female cast, yeah. Honestly, that's cool. Hey, all female casts are getting the recognition. But I heard that Bill Murray's not going to do a cameo. Dan Aykroyd's not going to do a cameo. I heard that they're not bringing the old. It's a total reboot. You're telling me that after all this, like 10, 20 years talking about Ghostbusters 3, come on. You guys should have done it when Harold Ramis was alive. Like, God praise and God amen, and God bless Harold Ramis' soul, man, because Harold Ramis was a genius among geniuses, and I can't stop watching Stripes, man. It's one of the greatest movies of all time of comedy, and Harold Ramis is a god among men in comedy, and you know, it's cool. I like the cast. I don't know the other two, but I know Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy, and I know they're gonna bring good. I didn't see Tammy, but I heard it was really sucky and shitty, so I don't know how this Ghostbusters is going to be. Once I start seeing them set photos and actually what the plot's going to be, unless they already released the plot details, then I'll get more into it. But for right now, Ghostbusters. Suicide Squad is returning in the 18th episode for Arrow, Season 3, Episode 18, with Cupid. I'm Cupid, stupid. Now, Cupid was in Episode 7 of Arrow, I believe, when she is in love with Arrow and she's a porn star or something. I don't know. She loves Arrow, man. So, she also played she played Sam Dean Winchester's mom back in, Season 5, like, Episode something, when they go back in time to see their mom and dad when they were young. Oh, what a jiffy in the 50s when they were like 20. So, that was really cool. I enjoyed that. It wasn't back in the 50s, but it was one of those times where he was a repairman or he was an engineer, something like that. But, I'm glad. I mean, we saw Amanda Waller going up to Cupid. I think Cupid's a really cool character and love to see Suicide Squad. I love myself some Deadshot. He's my favorite villain type of anti-hero in a way for DC. He's kind of an anti-hero. So, definitely seeing Suicide Squad come back, it brings some good memories back, and it makes me want to scream and shout because I really do enjoy my Suicide Squad episodes. But also, Bronze Tiger is not returning for this episode. Don't know why. Next up, Paul Bettany will return as the Vision. The Vision will make his debut in Avengers Age of Ultron, but Paul Bettany has already confirmed that Marvel has plans for the Vision afterwards. So I'm pretty sure, 100% most likely, we're going to see Paul Bettany as the Vision in Captain America Civil War. We'll probably see him also in, I don't know, Black Panther, possibly. We'll obviously see him in Infinity Wars. So I think Paul Bettany is amazing. His voice, Jarvis. Hello, my name is Jarvis. I can't do it, but you know that voice, man. That sexy Paul Bettany voice. I love it, man. So I'm glad to see him as the Vision again. Obviously, we haven't seen him, but you know when they're hiding something. So it's either a good thing or it's a bad thing. And you know it's Joss Whedon. You know it's Paul Bettany. You know they're going to do it right. So Vision's going to be a badass character. They're just waiting to blow the lid off that when it comes out May 1st. I believe it comes out May 1st, right? Let me check that. Let me check that right there. May 1st. Yeah, there you go. Next up. I'm totally going to get this name wrong, but this guy's from True Blood. Makad Brooke is Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl. I've seen True Blood. I've seen all 6 seasons. I haven't seen the 7th season. Actually, I'm on the 6th season right now. It's okay. But, yeah, I like this character in True Blood. He was kind of annoying at first. He was dating Sookie's best friend, Tara. And, you know, hey, man, I'm an all-out Russell Edgerton, man. Russell Edgerton. I love that dance hair, man. But, Makad Brooke, you know, is Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen's white in the comics, and he's black in the show. I don't have a problem with that. I like how they're changing up the race. They're doing it different, man. There's a rumor that Jimmy Olsen's going to be in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, which will be Scoot McNairy, that's just a rumor. I doubt that now that they're casting Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl. But could be. But anyway, yeah, cool dids, man. Cool that he's cast. Welcome to the DC Universe. Thor Ragnarok is gonna be big, Chris Hemsworth says. I'm glad. I'm really glad about that. He says that there's no script out yet, but come on, Thor Ragnarok, you know what Ragnarok means. If you do not know what Ragnarok means, then go look for Ragnarok, because Ragnarok means that Ragnarok of all the gods are ending, because it's Ragnarok, because it's Judgment Day for Asgard. So check that out. I just had to do that. By the way, I forgot to say earlier, David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, is to play Kilgrave on Jessica Jones. Super glad, man. I'm glad. I mean, because Christopher Eccleston played Malekith in Thor: The Dark World. That's one Doctor. Now we're going to have David Tennant, my boy, baby, as Kilgrave in Jessica Jones, a Netflix series. So definitely going to love that. I think it's a perfect choice. And keep the Doctors coming, man. So the Red Hood gang is going to appear on Gotham February 23rd. Last week I reported that Red Hood is coming to Gotham, but now the Red Hood gang's coming. I don't know whether Red Hood is part of Red Hood gang. I'm assuming so, but that's just a couple weeks away, guys, so get ready for that. And the last two news reports, Terry Crews wants to be the Silver Surfer. Obviously, he wanted to be Luke Cage, but that got casted already. So now he moved on and said Silver Surfer, saying if Fantastic Four ends up doing a sequel or something, he would love to be Silver Surfer. Seeing Terry Crews as Silver Surfer, I could see it happening, actually. He does have the body build. I think he has the charisma and the sort of way to be Silver Surfer. I mean, not much charisma for Silver Surfer, but I think he could pull it off. And last, Rose Byrne is going to be back for X-Men Apocalypse, baby. Rose Byrne is one of those sexy actresses who came out in Neighbors. She came out in X-Men First Class. I didn't specifically hate her character. I didn't love her character. But I think that it's good that she's going to be in X-Men Apocalypse, and they'll bring the team sort of back to where they were before in some sort of capacity. So, yeah, Rose Byrne, always, any more Rose Byrne, it's always good. Loved her in Bridesmaid, and I will always love her in Neighbors, one of my favorite comedies of 2014. Overall, that's my news, man, for that superhero podcast. We went over Grodd coming to The Flash, Zachary Quinto not returning for Heroes Reborn, Colin Fiera will be Dollmaker on Gotham, David Brule will play Baron Zemo, casting call, David Tennant to play Kilgrave on Jessica Jones, we talked about the Fantastic Four trailer, we talked about Fox planning the X-Men TV show, Aquaman won't be blonde, Chris Pratt eyed for Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters reboot. We talked about that. Liam Hemsworth for Independence Day 2. We talked about Suicide Squad returning to Arrow. Paul Bettany will be Vision again. We talked about Jimmy Olsen joining Supergirl. Thor Ragnarok. Rachel Taylor as Trish Walker. That's the thing we did not go over, man. Rachel Taylor as Trish Walker in Jessica Jones. More casting news. Trish is Jessica Jones' best friend. So, super excited to see that. I'm glad that we're getting a lot of casting. I believe they start filming around when Daredevil is released on Netflix in May. They should already be filming Jessica Jones. So, that's really cool. We talked about Red Hood Gang appearing on Gotham, and Terry Crews wanting to be the Silver Surfer, and Rose Byrne returning for X-Men Apocalypse. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed and hearing. I will see you next week for more of That Superhero Podcast. As always, me and David Collins do the Alexis Podcast. You guys can check that out. And I review Gotham, Arrow, Constantine, The Walking Dead, Better Call Saul, much, much, much more, guys. So check that out on my channel. As always, keep on being nerds, ladies and gentlemen. Without us, the world doesn't go round with money.